Once you know this manifestation formula, nobody can stop you. Namaste, my friends, and welcome back to another video. My name is Matt. I'd like to thank you for stopping by to manifest with me today. In today's video, I want to share with you the perfect manifestation formula, what you need to do step by step. And spoiler alert, it's not a lot of steps, so it's very easy to do, but what you need to do in order to manifest the life of your dreams 100%, in which nobody will be able to stop you at all. You're absolutely capable of doing it. And again, like I said, this is the good thing. It's not a lot of steps. It's actually pretty easy to do. And with that, you'll be able to create your ideal life, whatever it is that you want, whether that's the love, the money, the success, an apartment that faces out against a beautiful forest, whatever the case is, you are able to achieve it using this formula. So we are going to talk about that in today's video. All right, so the first step in this formula of manifesting whatever you want is deciding what it is you want. Decide what it is that you want to have. Or if you're unsure of exactly what you want, I'm like this, sometimes I don't know what I want. What's the feeling that you want to achieve? What's the feeling that you want to have? That's very, very, very important, because at the end of the day, all we're ever really doing is feeling something. So what is the feeling that I'm looking for? What is the feeling that I want to achieve? Is it more financial abundance? Is it more satisfaction? Is it more success? Is it more love? What is the feeling that you're really wanting to achieve? And decide what that is. Or again, if it's a specific item or a specific person or a specific number of money in your bank account, whatever the case is, decide exactly what it is that you either want or want to feel, or both. Because if we don't know what it is, or we don't know what we want, we're gonna go on kind of a twisty, turny, wild goose chase and never really be in alignment with what we want, because we never really know what we want. We're gonna, again, kind of be chasing our tails with this thing. And so, again, decide that right now. And when you do, when you know what it is you want, when you know what it is you want to feel, the next step is knowing that it's going to happen. Knowing that it's going to take place. And this is very, very important, is you have to have the confidence to not ask yourself how, okay? Don't ask yourself, well, how am I going to get this money? Well, how am I going to get this to work? Well, how am I going to get this specific person? You don't ask how, you just decide that it's going to happen. And you just enjoy the knowing that it is going to take place. You don't need to know the how or any of that information. All that information is going to come to you as you are in this new alignment of actually getting your new reality, getting the things you want. Okay, so get in that mindset of just knowing. That's very, very important. I know it's going to take place. I know it's going to happen. I don't need to figure it out. I just know that this is going to be my reality. This is what I want, and it is going to take place no matter what, 100%. When you sit there in that confidence, knowing that it's going to take place, you basically sit there in this new alignment of, I have it. I have it already, right? Knowing you're going to get something and already having it are very, very similar vibes, right? Very similar vibes. Both create relaxation, both create satisfaction, and that's really what we're looking for, is to not be stressed, not feel a lot of resistance, and really put ourselves in a feeling of, again, contentment, happiness, relaxed satisfaction is what I like to describe it as. And as you're sitting in this new alignment, and as you're starting to shift into this new reality of this, what you want to create, because you know it's going to take place, you are going to receive inspiration. You are going to receive ideas. You are going to attract things and people into your life that are going to make that a reality. And so that's very important. It's not necessarily about you going out and finding it and chasing it, or chasing the people or chasing the situations that you think are going to bring it. It's about sitting and allowing it to come to you. Now, that doesn't mean you don't go out there and make things happen. You do, but you do it when it feels good for you to do. You do it when you feel inspired. You do it when it doesn't feel like action, right? When it feels like inspiration, when it feels like excitement. That's when you act. That's when you start taking things to the next level. If you go out and blindly try to do things out of scarcity, out of lacking, out of I don't have it and I need to make this happen now, you're not actually going to achieve anything. You're not going to manifest anything. You're going to continue to manifest spiraling out of control, not getting what you want. Okay, so that's very, very important, is to trust in this process, trust in your alignment, trust in the knowing that it's going to take place. And when you know it's going to happen, you're much more relaxed about it. Like if I were to tell you right now, hey, in the next 3 months, you are going to have your manifestation. In the next 3 months, you're going to have everything that you ever wanted in your life. You're going to have all the money that you wanted. You're going to have the love that you wanted. You're going to have it all in the next 3 months. If I told you that, and I guaranteed you that, how would you feel right now? You'd feel pretty good, right? You'd feel pretty relaxed. Would you feel that you need to go out and chase things? No, you wouldn't feel that at all, because you would know that no matter what, it's coming. I don't need to go out there. It's a guarantee I'm going to have it anyway. So at some point, it's going to come to me, right? And I think it's going to come to me when I feel inspired for it to come to me, instead of me going out and looking for it. So that's where we want to sit. It's resistance free in that area. And the more we're feeling that, the more we're feeling relaxed about it, the more we're in the knowing that it's going to happen, that's when it actually happens. When I was starting out with YouTube, this was very big for me too, because I thought I had to be, making these crazy videos all the time and getting all these views all the time. And, and so every single video that I'd make, I'd always be checking, did it go? Are people watching it? Is this happening? Is that happening? Right? It caused a lot of stress. It caused a lot of panic, because I was trying to create something that I already knew was going to happen. Literally in my mind, I'm like, I know that this channel is going to take off. I know. I convinced myself to that point of knowing, I know it's going to happen. But then I went in and I started to try to get my hands dirty in it. I tried to create it. I tried to do this and do that. And well, I know it's going to happen, so I need to make it happen. No, when you know something's going to happen, you can relax in knowing it's going to happen. You don't have to take all the action. You can relax in the knowing that it's going to take place and allow inspiration to stem from there. And that was a big thing that I heard that I needed to hear, was someone said, in the next 5 months, it's going to happen. Regardless if you're trying hard or not, regardless, in the next 5 months, you're going to get a video that will take off. And so when someone told me that, I was like, oh, okay. So maybe I don't have to work as hard on these videos. I'll still put them out consistently because they're helping a lot of people, but do I need all these fancy cameras and fancy editing work and all these different things? And do I have to say everything perfectly? No, I don't, because it's going to happen no matter what. And guess what? When I adopted that mindset, I was in the knowing that it's going to happen. I knew I didn't have to bend over backwards for it. I started kind of getting inspiration and taking action that I never had really taken before. Like I was really paying attention to how other people were doing titles, how other people were doing thumbnails, really things that I never really focused on before. All of a sudden I had an interest in, and it was fun to look at. And literally within like 2 months of this newfound mindset and these new inspired actions I was taking, I got my first video that shot up. And then from there on, things took off, and now we're at over 1 million subscribers. So I know this works. I know definitely it works, this formula right here. And so again, step 1, understanding what you want or how you want to feel. Step 2, get in the knowing and belief that it is going to happen no matter what. It is going to take place. And number 3, the final step is simply this: get excited for its unfolding and receive it. Get excited that it's coming. So again, it's not about going out and figuring it out. It's not about going out and stressing out about it or anything like that. It's literally getting excited that it's coming. And when you're relaxed and you're chilled out and you're excited that it's happening and you're in the knowing that it's going to happen and you're eager to see how it all takes place, because you know that it's a no-brainer that it's going to happen. When you're sitting there in that, game changer, life-changing, you will get it. You will get it. Isn't that awesome? You will absolutely 100% get it and receive it. And so the funny thing about this is, when you're doing these steps and you're in that alignment and you're in that knowing, when you actually get it, you're not really surprised that you got it. Isn't that funny? Because you've known for so long that it's going to happen. You were so convinced for so long that it was going to happen. You were just in the knowing that you almost just lived there as if it already taken place. And so by the time it actually does take place, you're like, yeah, of course it did. I knew that. I knew it was going to happen. And that's the perfect place to be. So that 3-step formula right there: decide what it is you want, decide the feeling, get in the knowing that it's done, and get excited about receiving it. That 3-step formula will allow you to manifest anything and everything you absolutely want. It doesn't matter what it is, nothing is off limits, and nobody will be able to stop you. So give this a try. You can come back to this video. Tell us in the comments your results from doing it. Tell us in the comments how your life has absolutely changed, because I know it will, and I'm super, super excited for you.